Alright guys, it is 4:22 a.m. What's up? Gonna be getting ready, getting to work, and taking you guys through the Daily Dog Dawn day. Alright guys, so that is boiling over there, and I figured out a new method to get my morning routine done. Save like 5 to 10 minutes, which is before I make my bed or anything, start working on the coffees and whatnot. So now what I'm gonna do is sit down and do this meditation. Little change that I made yesterday. So this is the monthly posting goal. You can see there's only one main channel video. I realized that realistically I have a once a month schedule. I have been posting once a month already, and I wanted to push for two videos a month, but realistically that is not going to happen, and it's just gonna drop the quality. So I'm gonna be doing once a month posting on the main channel, and then I want to get one post this month on the biz channel, but probably twice a month going forward. And as you guys know, personal channel here. So yeah, gonna be sitting down and guess what, doing more editing today. And I'm gonna finally be done cutting up, so it's just gonna be a lot of the actual editing process and learning, which I'm super excited to do. Okay, so I'm just getting my computer launched up here, and I want to tell you guys about something, because last night I caught myself going on, because sometimes what I'll do is I'll check a few of my friends' Instagram stories. So I ended up going through and clicking around on Instagram stories for around 5 minutes while I was waiting for my video to upload, and I saw Mark Builds Brands have this supplement called Nupe, N-U-P-E Focus, and I just ordered it. So that's going to be something new coming to the Focus Stack. But outside of that, to show you guys, we really don't change it up much. I have got, sorry, I'm just trying to fix the light on my computer so you guys can see me. Now I can see these things. Boom. Okay, so yeah, we got tea, coffee. Coffee, tea. Lucy, nicotine gum, gum, water. That is the stack. I have to actually go and grab my earbuds that I put under these Maxes because I left them over here. So, feeling really good today. The only goal that I have for the end of today is I have 12 hours to edit the hook of this video. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the hook is usually the most high editing and difficult part of a YouTube video. So I thought no better way than to start my learning of After Effects motion graphics in this world by doing the hardest part of the video. And I'm gonna cut it up and decide, because I heard some people say like, hey, the way you do it is you get all the PNGs you want to do first, and then you build it after that. So you kind of make a plan out for the video. So I'm gonna do some research as into how you actually are supposed to edit long form videos and what the kind of workflow should be for that. Because I don't want to edit something up and then have it turn out like, oh, you should save and wait doing that, because it doesn't make sense. So anyways, my point is that we're going to start by cutting the video up, and then we'll kind of take it from there. But I'm feeling really good today, and I'm really grateful for you guys. To explain the decision to go down to one video a month, like I said, I was already kind of hitting a once a month post schedule. I just kind of skewed it for the month of September to get 2 out, where I posted one on the 2nd and one on the 30th. So it took me 28 days to make the video. And I think that's realistic. And not trying to do twice a month and just saying like, hey, we do once a month videos, allows me to actually focus on building up the other parts of the media company too, like the different channel, the business channel. And the thing that I have to grapple with is like, okay, well, why don't I just post twice on the main channel instead of have a business channel? I wish it was that simple, because, well, it might seem like that's the way it kind of pans out, it really doesn't. The business channel videos are lower effort, and they're also going to be the part of my ecosystem that's outsourced. I think especially since I'm the person doing my main channel videos and I want it to stay like that, I am going to enjoy going out there and actually working on the videos myself. So that's the reason why I'm doing that, but let's get the timeline pulled up. I don't really have any client videos to do today. I'm just going to be doing some reading of stuff. Just going to be reading through some stuff with my clients, except doing like one little post for a friend. Whoo! Okay. Another broken view limit on a client's video. It is absolutely flying. Let me get this and send it to him. Sweet. This is what I like to see. So this client, we've done 3 videos, and I think every video has broken his kind of like top view count. So boom, send that there. Sweet. Okay, so if I cover this, you guys can see, again, not like a crazy amount of views, but this one video is now his highest viewed video on the channel, and it's gonna keep growing. The one before that was also his highest viewed video, so making really good trajectory there. I'm going to give a proof watch of this video because I found there's a little error in it last night on another client's channel who's also doing really well, but I just want to make sure that we stay doing really well. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get this timeline pulled up and start editing. So yeah, peace. Okay guys, so as you can see, we've got the full timeline cut up for this video. If I were to scroll back and forth, you guys, I guess this is everything, but you can see that it's quite a bit. Now, with that, it is 53 minutes of quad layered 4K footage, and now what we're gonna have to do is create a kind of process for editing. I'm watching this guy Isaac's kind of process for doing it, and I really agree with what he says about doing the audio first. So adding J cuts and all that stuff wherever possible. Also music to kind of like smoothen the experience of the video out. And then once I create the auditorial experience of the video, because ultimately that's what it is, I can then create the visuals to support that. So maybe I just master the audio for today. But yeah, gonna keep doing a little bit more research, and I'll keep you guys updated on what I end up going with. Okay guys, I'm about an hour or so into it, like an hour 15, and I am feeling nauseous, really nauseous. Oh, kind of like, oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. I accidentally had 4 milligrams of the nicotine gum, so the full thing, instead of eating half of it, I think. That explains why I feel like this. Oh, that explains it. Just laying outside here. This is how you fight nicotine sickness. I, as you guys probably see, have a very low tolerance for this stuff. I just use it for focus. Oh, I'm gonna chill here for 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even less, like probably like 5 minutes, and then get back to it and kind of think about the sound design and how I want to do this, because the thing that I'm trying to figure out is how to get the audio sounding really good. I figured out that's kind of my goal for the day, is just to get all the audio sounding really nice. So getting the clips layered in so there's kind of like a smooth flow to the video, and then also the music that I want to use. And then after that, I'll kind of do the effects and everything. But holy, yeah, I don't even know what to say. I will give you guys an update as I go through this, but I'm gonna try and sit here with no phone and kind of just chill. All right, I'm feeling quite a bit better. Just been sitting here probably for the last, like 10-15 minutes. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is a plane. I have no clue how to get my finger onto it. Anyways, if you guys can see the plane, a thing that I'm going to do, which has been a dream of mine since I've been a really young kid, is to buy my own plane. I know exactly what kind of plane I want to get. It's going to be I want to start with like a single prop Cessna and get my PPL, private pilot's license. I've done a lot of research into it. I know that I'm going to do it. I just haven't, and on my phone, found the time to actually go and do it. It's always nice to sit here though, because I get to watch all the planes. You can usually see about one plane at a time. That one actually looks like a jet, and I don't know, aviation's such a cool thing. A few hours away from where I live is Cape Canaveral, which is where Elon Musk launches the rockets, and that's SpaceX, but there's also Blue Origin. They kind of fight over landing pads there. That's Jeff Bezos and his spaceware, I guess is what you can call it. I don't know, man. It's such a interesting kind of world. Some entrepreneur that I really look up to, and I really think what he's done is super cool, is Larry Ellison. He's pretty big into aviation. Niki Lauda, when he finished F1, he's like a legendary F1 driver. You ever seen like the guy with the scarred face? He was a legendary F1 driver, and he got into aviation even while he was still racing, but also a lot after he retired into racing planes. And you know how the I hate to make it like this. Where a lot of people like cars, I like planes and the idea of flying. I just think it's such a freeing and cool thing to be able to do, and piloting is definitely something I'm going to be doing. Yeah, just a thought. So when you guys see me in my plane in the future, you'll connect the dots. It's been a thought for a long time now. But yeah, just sitting out here, man. The morning's very peaceful. That's another thought I was thinking about, is what better time of day than just the early morning when nobody else is awake? Just such a sweet, serene kind of experience. But yeah, I also thought about the fact that with me learning video editing, I'm about far enough into it now where there's no going back, and I just have to figure it out, which is a comforting feeling. It's not like I was gonna give up anyways, but the acknowledgement that even if I did give up or want to give up, I probably couldn't because it would just screw up my whole upload schedule is a interesting one. But this is where the wall of pain kind of builds up again, and you just have to fight through it. And yeah, just building the media company. That's what I dedicate my life to. As you guys see, I don't do anything else. So yeah, I've been thinking about maybe seeing some of my friends this weekend. They live about an hour or so away. Even if I did, I'd still probably be working when I'm over there. I'm not sure if I will. Maybe not. Big thing is by the end of this weekend, so going into next week, I want to have everything at a baseline level of competency when it comes to editing. So I want to be able to do effects with After Effects. I want to be able to sound design. I want to be able to know how to do everything, and then now all I'm doing is just getting better at stuff. And a part of getting better at stuff is learning new things. But what I mean is, it's not like right now where I'm so dumb I can't even figure out how to do what I want to do. So that's where I want to get to. And when it comes to what that looks like in terms of progress on the video, I would just say that's defined by me getting to the point on the video where now I have complete knowledge of what I'm going to be doing. Another thing that I also realized is as my videos get pushed out to a colder and colder audience, the more hate comments I get, which is interesting because, I don't know, they affect your psychology in a little bit of a different way. I had some, I swear I've watched these guys. Yeah, I swear I have. Because I'll get comments from people that I know of sometimes now saying whatever. So it's an interesting thing to navigate. It's like the Theodore Roosevelt arena quote. I'll read the quote for you guys I'm talking about. The man in the arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done the better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with these cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. It's a great quote. Think about it a lot. It's kind of like my guiding light with, I don't want to say hate comments, because they're not hate comments, it's just people's opinions. Right? At the end of the day, they're not attacking me. If I were to meet them in real life, I imagine they wouldn't go at me. It's just their opinions. So I cannot be one to try and judge others' opinions, and it's actually a good sign that I'm progressing, that other people state their opinions on my stuff, which inherently is going to be contrasted between positive and negative. So it's just a part of the game, and I just have to learn that that's part of it, and that's kind of what this whole process entails. And get back to looking at this darn thing and figuring out how to MacGyver this. So I'm going to try and get smooth sounds. Like I said, what I'm interested in figuring out how to do is like the cuts. You guys can't hear them, but obviously they kind of run way too close together. So I want to figure out how to get J cuts and smooth up the audio and everything like that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing now. Okay, next color grading done. That took about 15 or 20 minutes to do all the work in applying the other ones, but now you can see this is the board after and this is it before. I think it looks a lot better and a lot clearer to easily read things because the light bounces off from this thing here onto the board. So I removed pretty much all the white from it so you can actually clearly read the tape, and I think it looks pretty darn good. So now what I'm going to do is the same thing as the last one where I apply it to everything, and just like that, got a new tool under my belt. Board and color grade. Sweet. So now I can just go and select all. Boom. And I go board, phone, color grade. And I drop it on the darn timeline. And now you can see, I mean, this clip's screwed up because it has double on it. So let me fix that. Effect controls, select everything. Effect controls, Luminacci. Boom. Okay, sweet. So now we are looking good on all the color grading. That was a big thing that I wanted to figure out. So that's done. I added crossfades to the audio and everything. I'm pretty much just doing like all the like bulk skills before I have to get into the individual editing. So that's good. Now what I have to do is figure out what I have to do next. So I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so the next project for today after color grading is going to be building AI animations. It's not actually done in Premiere, so I think it's a great way for me to get a little bit of a break from Premiere because I'm a bit Premiered out, and I was either going to start doing After Effects or this. So I'm going to start by getting these AI animations down. I was looking at Tate because I know he's done some of them, and also a whole bunch of tutorials here. I'm not going to tell you who I'm trying to replicate, or maybe you might be able to see it, maybe not. I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to try and replicate. If you know me well, you probably know because I talk about it all the time. I'm also not going to tell you what scene I'm doing. I'm just going to show you what I come up with, and we can judge it based on that. All right, guys, so I just spent a lot of hours prompting. You can see it is 2:47 p.m. I've been waiting on AI gens the entire day, but take a look at this. I finally got the prompt down. It's dialed now, so you'll do this way easier next time. And I still have to refine it a bit, but we'll kind of watch this play. So I don't have audio on my speakers, but you can see, boom, got the animation, boom, next animation, boom. There's gonna be some editing. I still have to edit these clips, but it is pretty crazy quality. Like typically in Blender, this would take somebody a week to do, yet I was able to do it literally just with
AI. Like you see these last prompts look way better because it's when I got the entire process down and dialed. But yeah, it is literally insane. And this was a massive fucking W of a day because now I know how to do this style and I can just get it like instantly, snap the finger, like boom. It just takes me some time and it's already good to go. So a massive W today. I figured out how to do all the color grading today. I figured out how to mostly fix just like the clipping between the audio with crossfade, and I spent a lot of hours on the AI generation. I'm gonna see if there's any other stuff that I can learn today, but holy, what a great thing. Tomorrow my goal is probably gonna be to learn like the basic animations that I'm gonna be doing. Maybe I do them in Canva, maybe I do them in After Effects, I'm not sure. But now the animations were like the hardest part I was the most intimidated by. Because that like this, doing this in Blender is even harder than After Effects. Like it is pretty ridiculous to make art like that. So I'm so glad I got it done, and I think this is gonna be insane for retention because people are just gonna be like super impressed. Like, hey, he's not just gonna like throw shit up on screen. There's like a literal animation for this. So it's super high quality. I'm super happy, and yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink, do a little bit more work here, but I've been working for 9 hours and 12 minutes as of right now. So I might take like a little break and go for my run and usual whatnot and then get back to work afterwards. But very excited, very happy with how today's gone. And yeah, this is the learning process live. All right, guys, there's no time lapse, but another 2 hours in the lab. 4:59, I want to show you guys what we've been cooking. I'm gonna have to redo some of the animations, but I'll show you what we've got from where we left off. So I'm pretty sure we left off somewhere around here, so I'll just play this again. So you see, it's a clip of this. Zooms in on this basketball court, I gotta fix that transition and edit over all this stuff, of course, but this is just the draft. He's dribbling. I'm gonna there's a sound that he steals, that gets the ball stolen. Guy's running with the ball. This one looks a bit weird, might maybe redo it. And then that's not a smooth edit at all, but it cuts to him not making the team and whatnot. So that's the update video so far. Now, there's two kinds of people that have reactions when they see that. The first camp of people is, oh, this guy is completely off his rocker, and that is AI slop, and there's no way you are going to put that on a YouTube video and that people are going to watch it. That's the first camp. Second camp of people is a little bit different because they're of the camp of like, hey, okay, this is the first day of doing this. What's it going to look like by the 20th day of doing this? Will it still look maybe as unrefined and not as polished and not edited and rough around the edges? And if you're in that second camp person, good on you, because these AI animations have the power to do much greater storytelling than any editing could do. Think about what the highest form of ultra long format media is that we consume, right? Well, it's movies. And do movies have dopaminergic edits on them? Do movies have all of these crazy cuts, pops, and animations and effects? No, they don't. You know what movies have is they have curated scenes, pauses, and proper timing and a story. So as I'm learning editing, I saw two routes that I could go down. I could be the guy that edits these crazy dopamine edit compilation. I don't know why I'm going inside. These crazy dopamine edit compilation style stuff, and you bunch yourself into a category of many people. Or you can define your own style and learn what actually keeps people on the platform, what actually keeps people engaged, what actually keeps people watching. And when you look to the first principles of that, you'll end up making a better product. Maybe even it's a better thing if I don't learn all these crazy effects and all this stuff, because no, it's not. But at a certain point, you see people who just spend their time learning all these effects and all this stuff just for the sake of learning the effects end up not understanding the principles. By the way, side note, see, ever seen little small bananas? Got so many of them. It's gonna be crazy. This is like a lifetime supply of bananas when it's ready. Anyways, the people who learn those dopamine edits, why are they not just like the best YouTubers in the world? Well, it's because people don't actually care about that. At a certain point, people want substance in a video, and if you're gonna keep someone watching for a long time, you're gonna keep someone watching for 40 minutes, they have to have something that they can relax into and set into, right? A video where it's like constantly like this, that's not what you watch. I want the kind of movies or the videos where somebody's laying down in bed, or they're trying to like lean back in their chair, just reclined, and they can just enjoy it because it's a carefully crafted story, a visuals that are not overly impeding yet supporting in a way that adds emotion to it, right? The best creators are masters of this. You don't want to just slam people with dopamine, because you're never going to actually get a lot of viewers like that. Videos like that, people don't also build any emotional connection, so you don't actually have anything after somebody watches one of them, right? But I want to go like Johnny Harris, Fern, these guys, these creators, that when you watch the videos, you're just roped in. You're just, it's so consumable. It's comfort food is what a great YouTube video is. It's, you know exactly what you're gonna get. This is the episodic element of it, why I use the same thumbnails and titles. But the after that part is you get something that you can consistently come back to in format. I know, I'm gonna be breaking down a creator. I'm gonna have my bulletin board, and then you get new information about the different creators, but you also get levels up in production, right? On my first video, it was just B-roll. Second video, I had the board. Third video, I had the board and the B-roll, cutting between the two a lot more. Fourth video, AI animate, and it just keeps developing, and there's always innovations where you come back and it's consistently getting better, so you enjoy it, and you also begin rooting for the creator. So that's a little rant about the long tail, but most people make their videos in the wrong way. Like, retention hacking oftentimes is about hooking, right? A hook can be fast, a hook can be dopaminergic to get people's attention, but once you've got them hooked, now your job is to get them invested, right? You got to get them to really bite down on the hook, and you don't do that by giving them more dopamine and more fancy edits. There's no substance from that. So once you start giving them the slow cut animations that they can follow through and really just enjoy the story, and then you also combine that with B-roll, and then you also combine that with the board, you now have the foundation for what can create a really good YouTube video. Not just a good YouTube video, but a great YouTube video. A YouTube video that can get 1 million views. So that's the plan with these AI animations. And while my system isn't perfect now, with good sound design, with additional edits and zooms, even brought on to those clips, there's two, the ones where he's handing the notes to the girls, that are just flat out like off color. So maybe you noticed that, maybe you didn't. But with proper edits on the rest of the clips, those are going to be like good. And you might not know it now, but let me edit. Like, if you saw the raw cut of the actual video and you saw it without any editing, you'd say there's no way that the main video even gets like 500 views. And you wouldn't be wrong. The power of editing is so powerful if it's in the right hands. And that's why I'm actually spending all this time to learn it, because I realized, I sat there with my videos and I was thinking to myself, what can I get better at? And everything just pointed back to editing. It was a hard truth that I kind of wrestled on for about a week. And I sat there, I was like, yeah, it is editing. That is the thing that puts this movie together that I have not done. And a good editor is not just somebody who clips things up, it's somebody who takes the footage, gets more footage, and also makes it their own, right? Like, I don't know about you guys. I don't think AI slop when I see this, right? So it's just about refining it and getting better at this. But guys, this is the foundation of a great YouTube style you guys are seeing. I just have to keep refining this, getting better and better at it. I'm also wondering what the budget's gonna be because these credits are not free, but it is cheaper than 1.5K a video, which is what I was quoted to people who don't even use Blender, so can't be that bad. And then, yeah, just overall, really, really happy. Like, this is gonna be insane, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is, it's actually starting to rain, which is really good. I could use a shower. So I'm going to get my rain jacket on. Gonna go for a run in the rain. We haven't got rained on since, I think it was last week or the week before that. We got rained on twice. So I'm ready to come back to getting rained on again. I'm due some rain. So yeah, gonna do that. And once again, I hope this insight is valuable to you guys. If you see this, comment. Let me know what you think of the 3D animations because I honestly want people's opinions. But yeah, I'm going to go for this run now. Peace. Feeling pretty good. Just chilling. Very windy today, so dealing with that. Great run. Did about 6K, 5.5, 6K. So pretty good stuff. And yeah, I'm just walking back home now. And gonna think about the day, think about some next moves, how I'm gonna work on this video tomorrow, whatnot, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. All right, guys, we are home. I took a bath. It is 7:49, so I want to get to bed early tonight, so I'm just gonna not really beat around the bush here. I'm just going to edit the video and then go to bed. It was a good day. Did a lot of editing, finished clipping up the timeline, figured out color grading, got some basic crossfades on the audio, and then spent most of my day on the AI gen, which we got just over a minute of footage done for. So I think I'll be able to do a lot more tomorrow, and I want to get these story segments kind of laid out footage-wise. And then after that, the next thing that I'm going to do after I finish the AI stories, which it would be a really good day if I finished all the AI stories for the entire video by tomorrow. If I can get that done, then the day after that will be about laying out the B-roll for the rest of the edits, and then starting to put those together, animate them, and really just get the flow and refinement of the video down. So overall, really solid stuff. I'm happy with how the day went, and yeah, as you guys can see, if I were to open up my Rise, it's all bugged because I was on Discord, but you can see we did 11 hours and 39 minutes, which hit the work KPI, so that's always good. And now what I'm going to do is send videos that I need to post tomorrow to my editor and write my task list, edit this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Great day.